Mo, the host of Community Info TV. About to get my grub on. But first, let me talk to y'all. Thanks for tuning in. We all know nowadays, right? Basically, we live in a society, prices are increasing. It's basically because the cost of rent everywhere. These corporate buildings, these stores, these buildings, you know, you go to Skid Row in California, is a whole community of people laying in tents, a tent city on a block. Starvation, hepatitis, these diseases people is spreading throughout the community. Everything is going up. Eggs right now, $12, $13 for a dozen, you know? And the reason for all this is because the cost of property taxes. See, when a store owner got to pay more for rent and more for energy, right? They got to charge you more so they could have enough to pay the employees, to pay themselves, to pay their own personal bills, to pay the store bills, also to pay the business. That's why everything is so expensive. But we got to ask ourselves, why are landlords basically raising the rent? Is it because the government is raising the property taxes? Is it because of that? You know, in the future, when things get more rougher and there's not a solution available, violence is going to increase. People's going to be out here fighting. It's going to be tent cities everywhere. Rent $4,000 a month. Who can afford $4,000 a month consistently? Not too many people. If you're not a doctor or got some major career, work in the government somewhere, and got your position locked in, eventually you're gonna have to go find another job. Eventually, if you do got a good job, your next job might not be as good as the one you got right now if you get laid off or fired. $2,500 of rent in the South, 5,000 to 4,000 plus in the cities. It's art, y'all. It's beautiful in here, right? The reality is, so guess what? Time's gonna get hard. Things are gonna get rougher. People's living in their cars. People's doing this van life. There's people dying in their cars in the wintertime because either they don't want to pay the high cost of rent or they just can't afford it. They don't want to go to the shelter because in some of these shelters, it's like being in jail. They check you at the front door, they scan you up and down, frisk you. You know, residents is attacking each other, extorting each other, assaulting each other. It's the same things that goes on in jail is going on in the shelters. Who want to be there like that? You get treated like nothing. This is crazy, you know? And the high cost of rent is breaking up families. You got females that get pregnant by a dude. They want to start a family with the guy. The guy want to start a family with the girl. They want to live together. But due to the cost of high rent, they can't find a job. So she got to go to get Section 8 and push the fathers away. And this is what I'm seeing going on in the community. People are stressed out, you know. Everybody's paranoid. I walk down the street, you know, it be times people is tucking their pocketbooks and watching me closely like I'm a bad guy, like I'm about to do something to them. And they see what's going on in the community and they start profiling. And I don't blame them. I'd rather be safe than sorry, even though I have good intentions. Yeah, it's hard out here, Um, due to the fact we overpopulated technology, there's not enough jobs available. So there's not enough opportunities. People is not making a lot of money to afford a proper life. So hopefully in the future they'll regulate some type of order and things will level out. The cost of rent and taxes that's creating all this chaotic circumstances we are going through. If they was to lower the rent, items would be lower. It'd be less violence. People would be more happier. Everywhere you go, you see people either staring at their phone, right? Or they walking around mad and upset, mean mugging. Everybody feels they tougher than each other. It been like this for a very long time. So let me know your thoughts. Things is so high. You can't go to the grocery store without seeing a price increase, but your paycheck is not getting bigger. If they do give you more money, they give you less hours. So either way, you're making the same amount of money. So keep your head up and I'll holla at y'all later. Peace.